Good morning. As you already know, this bill has been advanced. Okay, House panel advances immigration language for reconciliation bill. So what are we waiting for now? We are waiting for this parliamentarian to actually decide again. But what happened is that the Senate parliamentarian told the Democrats, the House Democrats, to provide more details as far as how they're going to proceed with those fees, because remember the main argument is that they are going to raise revenue, and we all know that USCIS already only works with fees that are being paid by immigrants. So now that they have, because USCIS does not get the money directly from Congress, so the way they fund that agency is by you paying fees. Once we pay those fees, green card fees, all those petitions that we apply to USCIS with all those fees that we pay, that's how this USCIS agency works. So the main argument is that they are going to raise revenue, and this is good for the economy and the budget reconciliation, so to speak. So as you can see in this article, pretty much so, it says the House Judiciary Committee late Monday approved the immigration language for the upcoming reconciliation bill being used for the Democrat 3.5 trillion spending plan, which the party hopes to prove without any Republican support. That's the main key here, because those Republicans already told us they're not going to support it because their main concern is the crisis at the border. But really, this crisis at the border has been there for decades. So we need to get with this bill going, okay? Because that's what we're going to get a solution from it. A lot of people, we're talking about an estimate of 8 million people will get the green card. This is huge. My friend, you need to be supporting this bill as much as I am supporting this bill. As a matter of fact, after this video, once I post this video, I am going to give you in a nutshell, basically on my community tab. Just go ahead and check it a couple minutes after posting this video. You will see that I have come up with a summary, basically who's included, who's not, and so that you know in advance in case this thing become reality. And just know that even if this bill passes today, well, we still have to wait for 180 days from the date of the enactment, okay? From the date that this bill becomes a law, we have to wait for 180 days. The reason being is because they have to come up with a structure to support those paperwork. 8 million people, that's a lot. So they have to come up with a structure, and we have to prepare too. They have to provide us with guidance so we can guide you in this journey. My friend, we're almost getting there, so I have a lot of hope, so you should. Again, let's still talking about the same thing, okay? Under the proposal which passed on a 25-19 party line vote, an estimate of 8 million undocumented dreamers who arrive in the United States as minors, beneficiary of the temporary protected status program, and undocumented essential workers will be allowed to apply for permanent residency. We have already defined essential worker. I'm not going to go over it again. And as a matter of fact, you can really see it. It's really well defined somewhere else too, which is, I believe it is defined here. If you look at this bill, this provision, which I gave the link already, I'm gonna again leave this link in the description box so you can read it. It's going to tell you who is essential worker, okay? If you go to the Department of Homeland Security and you look at the entitle of Advisory Memorandum on Ensuring Essential Critical Infrastructure Workers' Ability to Work During the Pandemic, COVID-19 Response, issue on August 10, 2021. The memorandum was issued on August 10, 2021. And then it really tells you who's essential worker, who's not. It's basically pretty much if you were able to work during this pandemic. okay, and earn consistent income, okay, which the pandemic started on January 31st, 2020, and ended on August 24, 2021. So a consistent income, really, I mean, if you have like a 2 months only, really, you know yourself it's not consistent. Really, when we talk about consistency here, you have to go for, let's say, 180 days or more for it to have a strong case, okay. And well, yes, then they will be allowed to apply for permanent residency, okay. So that's what it is. And the most important thing is there is a penalty fee of 1,500 on top of the application itself. Let's say we're applying directly for the green card, then we already know the green card application cost 1,225. that includes biometric, and then on top of it, then you add 1,500 of penalty fees. And if you're gonna hire a lawyer too, then you add attorney fees as well. But I mean, it is worth it because people have been here stuck 4 years and they have family, they have to meet with their families. So paying the 1,500 fees, well, it's a lot of money, but it is worth it, you know what I mean, in that sense. So go ahead and read this article. I'm going to leave it here, but most importantly, what I wanted to tell you is that after posting this video, just go on under my community tab. I have a summary, so there's no need to call me because the bill hasn't passed yet. I'm not taking consultation because it hasn't passed and hasn't become law yet, so I cannot charge you for consultation for this bill. The only thing I can do is provide you with as much information as I possibly can, and that we've been doing great, my friends. Once this bill become law, I'll be here live probably the entire week taking questions, because we need to take those applications in and get it started. So go after this video, please go under my community tab. I'm posting a summary. Go ahead and share, like. In conclusion, where do we stand? We're waiting for this parliamentarian to decide, and then that's it. That will be it. But the language has passed the House, and we're here waiting. The parliamentarian told the House Democrat to bring more details, and I'm sure they're working so hard to bring those details. And this is it, really. If this one doesn't work, then we have years to go to find out what else could work, because this bipartisan effort, well, it's just like those Republicans will never agree with the Democrat will never agree with the Republican, and well, in conclusion, they just have to come up with this one so that this one they can force their way through, okay. So I'm here for that, and be aware of my other videos coming after this one. For other people, I'm gonna be talking about humanitarian parole, and you really have to listen to it because there's a lot of things that you can do to actually expedite your case. Okay, until next time, bye bye.